Okay, the goal is to win one game. So, oh, he's playing a French. Wait, what do I play against a French? I could play the Orthoschnapp. I'm gonna play the Orthoschnapp. I wonder if he's seen the Orthoschnapp before. The Orthoschnapp is like a dubious gambit against the French, popularized by Jonathan Schratz. I'm so curious if he's seen this before. I mean, it's a funny line. The idea is after takes to play bishop c4. If knight f6, I play e5, and like it's nice against lower-rated players to trick them into a more open position, because French players usually like closed positions. I like the fact he's thinking. So at the very least, it'll lead to a time advantage. And I'm pretty sure this line is like close to equal. Basically, we're gonna get a structure with d4, bishop d3, and we could transpose into some like e4 openings. So yeah, I really can't complain with this. He shook. Okay, that's great to hear. Whatever that means. Shook with fear. Like queen c2 here. I mean, I really want to get d4 in ASAP. And then this, and then this, and then this. Uh, oh, that's interesting. So he's gonna try. I feel like I had a similar line recently. I might try to take at some point. Let's be brave. This pawn could be an eventual target because it can't be defended by any neighboring pawn, but it can be defended by the bishop. I'm allowing this, but I don't mind the double pawns. It would strengthen the center. And I think I just want a complete development. Enjoy the space advantage. Enjoy being alive. Also, yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I know it's hard to play and interact, at least play at a high level. Um, I forgot to ask if we're actually on the front page, because we might be, but we might not be. If anyone's like watching from the front page, welcome. This is chess. It's not quite Fall Guys or Among Us, but it's close enough. Take this pawn for free. Oh, c5 is really annoying. Play this move. Queen a4, knight c6, bishop b5. Just trying to exert pressure. I think I'll start with bishop b5 and decide whether to play queen a4. It's not entirely what I want, but you can't always get what you entirely want. Oh, thank you, T-Kong.
Celebration bits. I am proud of being a part of the best Twitch community.
Thanks so much. Really appreciate that. And T-Kong has one of my favorite usernames. Every time I see T-Kong, I have to drink some tea. There's a lot of pressure here. I mean, both of us trying to apply maximum pressure. Considering queenside castling, actually. It's kind of weird, but maybe kind of good. Because I'm keeping the option open of rook g1, defending the pawn, which could be helpful in certain lines.
Streamed chess today for the first time. How do you manage reading chat and not flagging?
It's not easy.
Also jibe lessons, please.
Jibe lessons. What does jibe mean? Wait, okay, I have to focus. Time is running low. I'm not the best at reading chat and calculating at the same time. Let's try this. I'm probably just gonna hunker down. Maybe. Hmm. He's playing good moves.
Give.
Oh, give. Oh. Uh. Wait, let's not flag. So I'm trying to win this pawn. I'm close to winning the pawn. If bishop takes, I win the pawn. My time management. Wait, really? Takes. Yeah, this thing is pinned. I mean, he could sack maybe, and then takes and rook d2 and takes and defend and attack. But then I played this. Not sure what's going on here, but it looks fun. I mean, so far all these games have been like one big lesson, at least for me. To take this way, I can also take with pawn. Ooh, I'm allowing this. At least I have this. Black's gonna take, and I play king b1 or not. Play this move. That's kind of annoying. Oh, that's really annoying. I'm losing the pawn. But always play king b1. Knight f2 coming. Knight f2 I take, or maybe even rook g1. Rook g1 is kind of clever. Not happening though. Play rook g1 here, threatening mate. Hide the king. That was a really bad move, I think. Wait, what? What's going on? What's going on here? No, my position! Ah! I think I'm just losing. Wow. I should have played e6 to prevent rook b8. I just didn't have enough time. Wow, GG. Ah, he keeps beating me. Okay, I need to recover a little bit from that game. I like the position though, like especially around here. Knight g5 is clever. Like this whole knight walk maneuver. Like this knight found a really cool path.
This was good. All right, let's move on to the next one, the fun game. The
This Orthoschnapp, yeah.
Orthoschnapp. Yeah, I didn't. See,
So
it's still. I played the opening for 30 years and still got surprised. You know, I've played the French for 30 years, guys, and still it was a surprise. So
that's
I
funny.
realized if I take the pawn, it's gonna be a chaos, and maybe I can blunder and lose. So I played knight f6.
Yeah, so we should note like this is a critical line. Like bishop
Yeah.
c4, queen d7 is the best move.
d7 is the best move. Okay, I
And
was
then,
wondering if I can play knight h6, but knight h6 is probably d3 or.
I would imagine. I honestly don't know so much theory. I just kind of play
Yeah,
like try and
just
play
play, yeah.
aggressively and
It makes sense. Something like d3 open up the position, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, queen d7. Yeah, this I don't think I'll be comfortable with this because it's just it's very hard to play, you know.
Right.
So that's why. Okay. All right.
Anyway, you play knight f6, which is kind of the secondary move, and then it leads to kind of this interesting structure. And we got a situation where I think like there was just a lot of pressure against each side.
Yeah. I was very happy with the opening outcome, to be honest. But then later on, I think you played really well because I thought I was doing very well here. But I think your moves were very precise. This queen a4, knight c3. And I'm missing that one tempi, like one tempi.
Sure.
If I had castle, then I'm very, very comfortable here. But I didn't manage to do that.
Yeah, I mean, usually like going for the pin in these structures isn't so great for white because like at some moment you'll have a6 and I'm gonna have to trade in your favor.
Yes,
But
yes.
somehow I managed to
No,
justify it.
you managed. Yeah, I think it's okay. So I took. Oh, by the way, this is an important detail because if you're wondering, like if take, I have this take. This is I think important.
Which
And then
I
like
saw, yeah, which would lose a
yeah,
piece.
yeah. This is important detail. And take, okay. This I'm just missing my castle. If I had castled here, guys, essentially black is just winning here. If black is castled, but this tactic is very, it's right on time basically. So first I was looking at this line. I was looking at this. I don't know if you saw this idea. It was very interesting. Take, take, right, and I move knight c5.
So the only thing I saw, I didn't see knight c5. I saw maybe the possibility of you taking rook d2 and then taking and defending, but
Yeah.
um,
No.
oh, knight
Yeah. No.
c5 is
I thought.
interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting, but I realized if I do this, since you were low on time, then if nothing else, you would just take, and play king b1, and I have zero winning chances here.
That's true.
I mean, I have zero winning chances here, and maybe I can make a draw here. Okay, so that's why I choose not to play. But just the move itself is kind of interesting. That in the middle of this, you can actually play.
Is there
like
queen
knight
g4?
c5. Queen g4.
It might lead to something similar. I'm
Yeah,
just
something
thinking queen
similar.
c8.
Yeah, check. Yeah. It's probably just not good. It's just the idea was it was interesting. Okay, so let's move on to the game.
So I like the position I got, but then like it still got tricky, and your knight was so devious.
Yeah, I thought you could just take. No, I thought this is what you could do.
Yeah, I mean that's a simple move. I just thought, okay, I can maintain the pin and keep the attack against your queen.
Yeah, I thought this is fine, and maybe even something like this, and just
Sure.
start slowly consolidating.
Just consolidate.
I think I have some compensation here, and for blitz game maybe it's not that bad, but I think it's
yeah, it could still be sharp with opposite side castling, but
yeah. So, but now and now I blundered queen e3. I had queen e3 check. But,
right, which I was expecting.
Yeah, but now this knight became a little bit tricky.
No, this is really annoying, especially with like under 5 seconds left.
I know. Yeah, you had no time, and this knight, guys. That's why this knight is a tricky piece. It's always like jumping around and creating tricky stuff.
So I played, yeah, and I have to like stay defending this pawn.
Yeah.
But then I'm also having to defend against the forks. So I just gave you the pawn.
Yeah. And it's just a little bit easier for me to play, somehow, because I think the king. I'm wondering if maybe you could play like the problem is knight d3 is coming. It's really annoying. Maybe f4, Eric. Can you do this? To kind of, because I think the problem
just
is
consolidate.
You need to consolidate. Once you consolidate, you'll be absolutely fine. So something like this. It's of course it's important not to blunder in this position. Like it's very easy to blunder something here.
This is one of my biggest problems. Is like, especially in increment games, I'll get too complacent. I'll get low on time, and then in these situations, I'm living on increments. Sometimes I'll just panic, and I think
even now, see where we're looking for like 10, 15 seconds. It's not easy to see.
It's hard to find like a logical move.
Because that's the thing. When you guys playing blitz, the initiative is the key, and you always sometimes material not as important. It's just which position it's easier to play for which side. It's hard to see. I'm sure there's a good defensive move here.
I mean, rook f. I mean, someone in my chat is suggesting rook f1, which almost traps a knight. I guess you have queen d3.
But wait,
or knight d3. Oh, knight d3 even stronger. Yeah.
No, knight d3 is the main threat.
Yeah.
Knight d3 is the main threat in the position. Knight d3. So this is the problem, and I'm actually looking. I think
Can I play rook g2?
Rook g2, then
rook b8. Or no?
Yeah, there's some rook b8. Yeah, rook b8.
But rook b8, maybe I can get away with taking the knight.
No, it's rook b2, queen c1 is a mate.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, it's a mate here. So,
It's not an easy position. I mean,
it's not easy. Yeah, it's not easy, guys. It's not easy to see. It's not easy to see. All right, let's see.
Yeah, in the game, like I guess your attack actually like kind of worked out.
Then I just took. I didn't calculate everything, but it just felt like this was maybe the right way to go. Of course, maybe I can play rook b8, but I didn't want to allow f4, so check. Maybe there was a defense.
So, right after the game, I realized I can play e6 here to cover b8.
Oh, of course.
It's a nice resource.
My attack was just a bluff, I guess. I missed e6, of course. Yeah, here position is really good here for me, of course, but I have to play a little bit differently. Maybe I just have to play just 95, I guess, because you do want to play. Or wait, maybe rook b8. Still this e6 maybe.
Yeah, e6 saves me in a few of these lines.
Okay, they have this trick, but I don't know if it's gonna work. Because if you take, I have a check, and then knight b1, queen b1 mate, and then queen c3. That's nice. But I'm not sure.
But maybe I can just ignore it.
No, you take.
But then, then
you have queen c7. Queen c7 is landing, and it's gonna be very strong. So I think it's gonna be very unpleasant. So I'm not sure. Because if let's say I take, check. If I go up, you have queen c6 check. If I go back, let's see.
I mean, at the very least, I should have perpetual.
Yeah, you should have some perpetual here. Yeah, at least. Yeah,
that's a weird, weird situation.
Like it's important to check from here though, because if king h6, you have queen
h3, exactly.
Because if let's say you're giving quick checks, that's what happens all the time. You play quick checks in a blitz, and then opponent somehow hides, and then there is no more checks. So giving accurate checks is important here. All right, yeah. So yeah, somehow I missed. We both missed this idea.
Yeah, I mean, I had 2.6 seconds to make a move here, so.
But also I don't know why I didn't do this at least. I thought I'm just winning.
So I was expecting rook b8 and then king c4, and
but
I'm not sure. Oh, you win the knight.
I take this guy. I think it's.
Yeah, you can probably end up winning this.
Probably just winning. Yeah. Take. Yeah. Then this queen endgames are pretty much always hopeless because the pawns are covering the king. And you just put a queen here and just start pushing. It's very hard to get counterplay.